That could very well be. It certainly looked like she could have prevented that back jump. PSJ. Good job, Ashley. Calling dog 2. What a good plan. What a good plan.
Time of 26.28. 26.28.
There's our
Luca
class.
and Ashley.
Let's see if we can get his whole family here.
Once again, Luca and Ashley Deacon.
Ashley taking his victory lap with Luca and his son. We'll have another junior handler here.
Nice job for Luca and Ashley.
We'll see if we can get a word with him. He's very busy at the moment.
Once again, we'd like to remind all of our finalists to please remain after ringside for a photo opportunity. All of our finalists in today's competition to kindly remain ringside at the conclusion of today's event.
Son.
Thank you.
You wanted to talk to my son?
Of course.
Liam!
Of course.
Liam! Jess! Jess!
While we're waiting, we'll see if we can get him. While we're waiting, Ashley, this is second year, yes, second year in a row for
Second
Luca.
back to back. She's won it 3 times.
That's fantastic. Yeah. Third time in a row?
No, second time in a row, but she's won it 3 times in the last 4 years.
Good. And how old is she?
She's 5, just turned 6, in fact.
6 years old.
Yep.
Well done. We loved your energetic, high-pressure style. It so works for you.
Yeah, it works for my dog too. And that's the most important thing.
Okay, this is the one I want. Hi, Liam.
Hi, Liam.
Say hello. Can you say hello? Say hello. He's a little shy. Just say hello. Say hello.
USDAA national since he was born.
Since he was born, Liam has been to every single USDAA Agility Nationals. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your win today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Should we go now? Okay.
Thank you. We're set to go with the 22-inch
Getting
class.
set for our 22-inch class. Coming up first online is Jet. Jet is handled by Patty Ma out of Bryceville, Florida.
Running lead out pivot by Patty. She's going to back cross the number 7 jump. Very nice turn to the poles. Big distance, big lateral. She's going to do the wide front we talked about. Good job. Front crossing going back to the A-frame. She's got a good line going. Good job, Patty.
How about that to kick things off with a time of 27.85 for Jet and Patty.
Set a nice standard.
That was a great run. She knows that dog. She has figured him out, and I'm so happy
Coming up
to
next
see
on
it.
course in from Ontario, Canada, this is Recess, handled by Kim Cullen.
Quite an energetic crowd tonight. Ooh.
There's
Missed contact
5.
zone, missed contact zone on that A-frame. She chooses the front cross option, very nearly hits the wing, but saves it. These are very big jumps, very substantial jumps.
Time of 28.77, 28.77 for Recess and Kim.
There'll be 5 to add, so it'll be a score
Coming
of
up next on course, this is
33.77.
Jet. Jet is handled by Diane Sanders in from Woodstock, Illinois.
Diane Sanders with her younger dog. Energetic lead out, way past the number 2 jump, setting up the turn to the A-frame. Nice turn to the weaves. We have a bar down of the triple. Front cross going into the box, back cross. Keeps dog on the right for the closing. Another serpentine. This
Nice time of 28.56, 28.56 for Jet and Diane. Coming in from Manor, Texas, this is Jazz. Jazz is handled by Susan Mitchell.
Well, as tightly contested as this class is going to be, 5 seconds on any penalty will pretty well put them out of the running.
Yes, it's not going to place. And another missed downside A-frame.
Of course, unless everybody gets 5.
That does change everything. Another big lateral distance on the weaves in order to set up the wide front cross before the number 11 jump. This plan is a good plan.
There's a 5.
Nice run of 27.65 to 7.65 for Jazz and Susan.
So they had 10 faults to add, taking
Coming up
their
next
score,
on course, this is Wally.
37.65.
Wally is in from Colorado with his handler, Stacy Perdot Gowdy.
Stacy leads out past the turn. Offset number 2 to tighten the turn to the A-frame, which he does beautifully. And that A-frame also is called.
Oh my goodness.
We have 1 bar down at number 8. Actually, it was number 7. We have that number 7 bar down a few times. We will see that in this class. Good boy, Wally. This dog is only 3 years old. She chooses the front cross for the
Time
closing.
of 28.34 to 8.34 for Wally and Stacy.
He'll be back. He's only a baby.
And there'll be 10 points to add to that time.
Coming in from Garland, Texas, this is Ivy. Ivy is handled by Emily Schneider.
Yeah, it looks like Patty set a pretty good standard for them, 27.85.
Good for her. When you run first, it's tough, and you just have to put it on the line and let people chase you, and she certainly set a high standard. Once again, this number 7 jump is wingless, and it is offset from the line, both coming and going. The number 7 also is the number 15, and it is challenging to get that jump. Nice line. Nice line into the closing.
Time of 30.71, 30.71 for Ivy and Emily.
And 5 points to add.
Next up on course is Presto. Presto in from Minnesota with his handler, Terry Smorch.
Everybody has had faults except for our first dog.
Hey, hey.
They've really put
Good
the
for
pressure
her.
on them,
Good job, Patty. Good job. Yeah, that's right. Everyone wants to beat that time, and good for her for laying down a tough standard. This is Terry's young dog, Presto. Well done. He front crossed after the number 5 jump. He's right beside his dog in the poles. Front crossing, going into the box again, back cross, the number 13. Out to 14, staying dog on the left for the A-frame. He'll push into the closing. Serpentine the closing.
Time of 28.39, 28.39 for Presto and Terry.
Nice round, but it wasn't quite good enough to take the
Coming
lead.
up next on course, this is Tony. Tony is in from New Hampshire, handled by George Baker.
Tony is running out of the order in which he earned the place to run because George has 2 dogs to run.
Yeah, he was seated third in the class.
That's correct. He will run last in the class. with his wife's dog, Perk. Flip. He chooses the flip, back cross.
Be interesting to see if he handles the other dog
Wide
the same
front
way.
cross, lateral distance on the poles. Back cross number 13. Keeping dog on the left to the A-frame. He will push into the closing. Still couldn't tighten up
Out of
that.
27.18, 27.18 for Tony and George Baker.
And that takes the lead.
He takes
That looks
the
like
lead.
our new leader at 27.18. Next up on course will be Ace. Ace is handled by Nancy Geis out of San Jose, California.
Nancy Geis leads out past the turn. Quick change of side there. Another one choosing the back cross at number 7. I think that will play very well. That will end up being the way to go because that number 7 bar has come down so much. She puts herself almost in the way of the wing, but manages to get out of town. Again, dog on the left over number 17.
Time of 27.56, 27.56 for Ace and Nancy.
Yeah, took a second place.
Next up on course is
Things are
Kiwi.
heating up, aren't
Kiwi
they?
in from
We got
Rescue,
3 into the
California,
28
handled
second
by
mark.
Linda Green.
And we've had one dog show it can be done in close to 26 seconds, but they got that 5 faults added.
Right. It's going to be who can tighten up this closing. This back cross at the number 7 wingless jump is proving to be a good way to go. Back cross at 13, but she didn't cue it very well. Her dog jumped the wrong way, and now we have a back jump to show for it.
Would this be a good time to mention that our judges' whistles this weekend were sponsored by Tourism Toronto?
Nice effort there by Kiwi
Well
and
done,
Linda.
Kenneth.
Well, indeed they were.
Next up on course is Jenny. Jenny in from British Columbia, Canada, handled by Wade Robertson.
I'm sure they didn't mean for those whistles to be used.
Wade is nice and energetic with these weave poles, right beside his dog the whole way, and gets the front cross done going into the box. Back cross number 13. The standard practice, keeping dog on the left, pushing out to the closing. Very nice line.
Flying with a time of 27.23, 27.23 for Jenny and Wade.
I thought he was going to break that 27 mark.
27.18, still
You know,
the
he
time to
finished
beat.
better than he
And coming up
started.
next on
Yes.
course is Jock. Jock is handled by Lynn Kahn in from Kent Lakes, New York.
Another back cross at number 7, but we have our first off course into that very inviting yellow tunnel.
Nice round of applause for Jock and Lynn. Coming up next on course, this will be Sybil. Sybil in from Longmont, Colorado, handled by Mark Bowerman.
Yeah, Mark and Sybil have won this class before.
He manages his contacts very carefully. Stays right beside her in the poles. Gets that wide front cross done before the number 11 jump and the typical rear cross at 13. Pushes over 17 and front crosses into the closing.
Time of 27.96. 27.96 for Sybil and Mark. Coming up next on course is Blast. Blast is in from Sanford, North Carolina, handled by Rhonda Carter. Time to beat is still 27.18.
Rhonda Carter and Blast have been the National Grand Prix champions in the past. I don't believe they have won the steeplechase, though. Is that true?
I don't think so, but I couldn't say
Nice
definitively.
lateral distance. Good job with her rear cross. Round to the A-frame. Better push, Rhonda. Good job.
Nice time of 27.48. 27.48 for Blast and Rhonda Carter.
It's getting really tight now. Our top 3 places are within 0.3 of a second.
Coming up next on course in from Briceville, Florida. This is Quick. Quick is handled by Stuart Ma.
This closing line could still be tightened.
We've got 6 more to go, so.
Blind cross before the A-frame. He's really pushing. Tight back cross at number 7, grilling his dog delightedly through the weed poles. He is really going for it. Back cross number 13, a little wide there. He's
time of 27.52, 27.52 for Quick and Stewart.
fantastic time. He actually rear crossed the number 20 last jump.
Coming up next on
He could have
course
tightened
is
up a few of those
Teak.
turns. He really would have.
Teak in from Bedford, New Hampshire, handled by Ken Fairchild. Time to beat is still 27.18.
I believe he lost his time. Stewart lost his time at the number 13 jump.
Yeah, in the back there.
Yep. Back cross just a little bit late. He cued it just a little bit late. Come on, Ken and Teak. Two of my favorite competitors. Beautiful job managing that contact. He will back cross number 7. She couldn't be any tighter. Good girl, Teak. Can tell a fellow New Hampshireite. I'm rooting for him. Back cross at 13. Beautiful job. Fantastic.
Oh, very efficient.
She's got a great time going here. Good job.
Good
He
recovery
saved
there.
that number 17 jump. Serpentine's the
Time of
closing.
28.12.28.
Cost him time.
0.12 for Teak and Ken. Next up on course, in from Yorba Linda, California, this is Mist. Mist is handled by Carol Schieffer.
They are really pushing for every 100th of a second. It is a delight to watch this class.
Oh, and they have
The
to.
energy is so high.
The score to beat is 27.18. So there's no room to take it easy.
One
Oh.
bar down at the double, number 5. Turned the wrong way and a back jump over the number 14. She's finishing. Good
Nice effort there for
sportsmanlike.
Mist and Carol.
Always good to see the handlers.
Coming up next on
regroup.
course is Dilly. Dilly in from Mansfield, Massachusetts, handled by Amanda Shine.
Another New Englander. Long lead out, past the number 2, past the turn. Good girl. Offset start, tightens the turn to the A-frame beautifully. Beautiful contact, could not have been any better. Good. Nice into the weaves. He's capable of taking this class. She's front crossing, the landing side of the double, back crossing 13, and front crossing after 15. Putting the A-frame dog on the right, back cross into the closing.